Super Bowl 59. Saquon Barkley sets NFL single-season rushing record. Wins title on his 28th birthday. In what can only be described as a historic season, Saquon Barkley made NFL history on his 28th birthday during Super Bowl 59, leading the Philadelphia Eagles to a dominant 40-22 win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Barkley not only helped secure the Eagles' second Super Bowl title in franchise history, but he also broke the NFL single-season rushing record, a feat that will go down as one of the greatest individual achievements in the league's history. Breaking Terrell Davis's record, it was fitting that Barkley made history on the final play of the first half in the big game, on a 2-yard gain as the Eagles closed in on a commanding halftime lead. Barkley surpassed Terrell Davis's long-standing record of 2.008 rushing yards set during his historic 1998 season with the Denver Broncos. That 2-yard gain in the first half marked Barkley's entry into the NFL record books, a moment that symbolized not just his impressive season, but also his incredible transformation since joining the Eagles. Barkley's regular season and playoff yards combined surpassed the record previously held by Davis. It was the culmination of a year where Barkley had been an unstoppable force, recording 2.009 rushing yards in total by the time the clock hit zero on Super Bowl Sunday. While Barkley had a relatively quiet game statistically in the Super Bowl, rushing for 57 yards on 25 carries, it was enough to put the finishing touch on his record-breaking season. His contribution, paired with the Eagles' dominant performance, helped ensure the Eagles would take home their second Super Bowl victory, further solidifying Barkley's legacy. A birthday to remember. What made the moment even sweeter was that Barkley was turning 28 years old on Super Bowl Sunday. While many might spend their birthday in a more laid-back fashion, Barkley got the ultimate birthday gift, a Super Bowl title to cap off his record-breaking year. But Barkley wasn't the only Eagle to do something special on his birthday. As fate would have it, his extraordinary performance and birthday coincided with a team-wide display of excellence. The Eagles' victory, as well as Barkley's individual accolades, turned his birthday into a day to remember for the running back, his teammates, and fans alike. A historic 2024 season. Barkley's 2024 campaign was one for the ages, but it was his first season with the Eagles that truly made it exceptional. After spending 6 seasons with the New York Giants, where his performance fluctuated due to injuries and inconsistent offensive line play, Barkley was traded to Philadelphia in the offseason. The Eagles' elite offensive line proved to be the perfect match for Barkley's skill set, and he wasted no time in establishing himself as the NFL's top running back. Barkley's contract extension, a 3-year, $37.75 million deal, was more than just a financial commitment from the Eagles. It was a statement that they had found their centerpiece in the backfield. And Barkley responded by delivering one of the most prolific and dominant seasons in NFL history. Despite coming just 100 yards short of breaking Eric Dickerson's regular season-only rushing record of 2.105 yards, Barkley proved that his place in NFL history was more than secure. Eagles coach Nick Sirianni made the decision to sit Barkley in Week 18 of the regular season, prioritizing his health over chasing the final 100 yards. That decision, however, did not diminish Barkley's impact on the season or his remarkable journey from a rebuilding franchise to a Super Bowl champion. The signature leap and playoff success. There was one moment in the season that perfectly captured Saquon Barkley's athleticism and ability to rise to the occasion: the signature leap. In one of the most jaw-dropping plays of the year, Barkley performed a backward leap over a defender in a game that showcased his physical prowess and unique skill set. But Barkley didn't just shine in the regular season. His performance in the playoffs was equally spectacular. With his incredible vision, speed, and power, he continued to shred defenses, proving that he was not only capable of breaking records but also of performing in clutch moments. In the Super Bowl, despite not being the focal point of the Eagles' offense, Barkley's presence was felt, as his hard-nosed running helped keep the Chiefs' defense on its heels throughout the game. A perfect fit in Philadelphia. Barkley's first season with the Eagles was nothing short of spectacular. Moving from a team in turmoil to a team with one of the most balanced and dominant rosters in the NFL was the perfect recipe for his success. Barkley's combination of power, agility, and vision made him an unstoppable force. And with the Eagles' offense firing on all cylinders, the sky was the limit. Now, as he celebrates Super Bowl victory and the single-season rushing record, there's no question that Barkley has cemented his place in the NFL history books. And after everything he accomplished in his first year with Philadelphia, fans in the city will be hoping this is just the beginning of a new dynasty, one led by Barkley's relentless pursuit of greatness. As for the New York Giants, well, they have plenty of thinking to do after watching their former star run all over the league, setting records, and winning a Super Bowl on his very first try with another team. For Barkley, his first year in Philadelphia will be remembered as one of the greatest running back seasons the NFL has ever seen over Chiefs. And this is just the beginning. In one of the most defining performances of his career, Jalen Hurts cemented his legacy as one of the NFL's premier quarterbacks, earning the Super Bowl LIX MVP after leading the Philadelphia Eagles to a resounding 40-22 victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. Hurts threw for 221 yards, ran for 72 yards, and accounted for 3 total touchdowns in what was an absolutely masterful performance. The win gave the Eagles their second Super Bowl title in franchise history and served as redemption for Hurts, who had fallen short in his first Super Bowl appearance 2 years ago. Hurts' record-breaking performance. Hurts' 72 rushing yards broke his own Super Bowl rushing record, set just 2 years earlier in Super Bowl 57. His rushing touchdown also marked his 4th career Super Bowl rushing score, moving him to just one behind the legendary Emmitt Smith for the most in Super Bowl history. Yet, it was his arm that truly sealed the game. Hurts unleashed a 46-yard bomb to his college teammate Devonta Smith, giving the Eagles a commanding 34-0 lead, which effectively sealed the game and crushed any hopes of a Chiefs comeback. His performance in Super Bowl LIX was a culmination of a career marked by doubt and growth. Hurts, once an afterthought in NFL circles, finally had his moment on the biggest stage. After a 17 of 21 passing performance, including 2 touchdown passes and 1 interception, Hurts demonstrated just how much he had evolved since entering the league. A long journey to the top. Jalen Hurts' journey to Super Bowl glory has been anything but conventional. Despite his early success at Alabama, where he led the team to an undefeated regular season and won SEC Offensive Player of the Year, Hurts faced adversity when Tua Tagovailoa took over as the starting quarterback in the national championship game. Although Hurts was benched during that game, his resilience and leadership remained unshaken. He later transferred to Oklahoma, where he put together one of the most impressive college seasons of his career, finishing as a Heisman Trophy finalist behind Joe Burrow. Despite his impressive college resume, NFL teams still had questions about Hurts' arm strength and passing ability, which led to him being selected 53rd overall in the 2020 NFL Draft by the Eagles. But Hurts quickly proved his doubters wrong, earning the starting job in his rookie year and steadily improving each season. Under the guidance of head coach Nick Sirianni, Hurts has blossomed into a multifaceted leader, capable of beating defenses with both his legs and arm. By the time the 2024 season came around, Hurts was playing at an MVP level. He guided the Eagles to a 15-1 record over the final 16 games of the regular season and led the team to the best overall record in the NFL. But it was in Super Bowl LIX where he truly arrived as one of the elite quarterbacks in the game. His ability to perform under pressure and his relentless drive to prove himself were on full display throughout the game. Redemption and legacy. This victory was especially sweet for Hurts, as it served as redemption after his heartbreaking loss in Super Bowl 57. Hurts' performance in that game was memorable, but a few key mistakes and a late-game collapse led to the Chiefs claiming the title. In Super Bowl LIX, however, Hurts was nearly flawless. His poise, decision-making, and clutch plays in critical moments not only secured the win but also proved that he is now firmly in the conversation with the best quarterbacks in the league. In a season filled with high expectations, Hurts finally delivered on the promise he showed throughout his career. From overcoming early doubts about his passing accuracy to leading his team to a Super Bowl championship, Jalen Hurts has proven that he is much more than just a dual-threat quarterback. He is a leader, a playmaker, and now, A Super Bowl MVP. The MVP moment. The moment that truly encapsulated Hurts' performance was his touchdown pass to Devonta Smith late in the third quarter. Hurts stood tall in the pocket, buying time as Smith streaked down the field. With perfect accuracy, Hurts launched the ball into Smith's hands, allowing him to make a sensational catch and run into the end zone. The play not only gave the Eagles a commanding lead but also illustrated how far Hurts had come as a passer, solidifying his status as a true franchise quarterback. Love, Hurts, the Jordan Brand moment, in a nod to his journey and success. Jordan Brand was ready with a commercial featuring Hurts immediately after the game, showcasing the tagline, "Love, Hurts," a fitting tribute to both his name and his unwavering determination. It was clear that Hurts was no longer a question mark, he was now the face of the NFL. A Super Bowl MVP. And a champion. Conclusion. Jalen Hurts' performance in Super Bowl LIX was more than just a statistical display, it was the culmination of years of hard work, growth, and resilience. From his rocky college career to being doubted by NFL scouts, Hurts has defied expectations at every level. Now, with a Super Bowl MVP trophy in hand, Hurts has fully embraced his status as one of the game's elite quarterbacks. And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the future has never looked brighter with their franchise star leading the way. Super Bowl 59. Eagles dominate Chiefs in historic 40-22 victory, ending Kansas